So yesterday, in the last session, what we discussed about how to create the templates, okay, and how to give the values over there, how to use the templates, right? What is template? What is the difference between template and table? So if you have might missed it, so I'll just do a recap over there. So one sec. Hi, picture. Hi, Varsa. So I explained with the help of our customer thing that we are going to print some customer. So how the templates would look like. Okay. So templates are static and tables are dynamic. We can have n number of rows for that. And header can be one, or we can give one more header over there with some other changes. Okay. That is also possible. But here in the tables, in the templates, we can have only static headers along with static number of records. Okay, if you want to print name and age, mobile number, then we have to fix it before only, so that we can utilize it later in the smart form. Okay, designing is, but in table it's not like that. The header has to be designed, but number of rows can be varied. It can be 10, it can be 20, it can be 500 also. Okay, like we print the item bill when we go to DMart or any store, right? So we can add or remove any number of items. So table behaves in the same way. Okay, but the template behaves like like a form. Like we give a form to some customer or some user, or for some survey, that we give the specific number of columns, right? Like the only one person can fill the information. So similar like way, this is called template. So we started creating the template as well. Okay, so how to create the template is just right click on the window, and there we get the option to create the template. Okay, after creating the template, we created some field to display like ID, name, mobile. How did we create it? We went to uh, this design form, then we designed this in the two parts, and we created 4 rows. Okay, for these 4 rows, we gave the name over here, right? ID, name, mobile, so that we can use these four spaces. Actually, these are the spaces where we can use that. Okay, then what we did is we created 4 text fields. Okay, text elements, and there we give the name like city, mobile, a name, and ID. And after that, I explained you one more thing, that how we are going to position them. Okay, which is not there in this laptop actually. We changed the laptop in between the sessions, so I tell you how to traverse the rows and columns. So accordingly, if you want to print city, so city I wanted to print in the fourth row and first column. So in the output option, we had to give something like that, that line number 4 and column number 1, right? So that's how we can print it. But we just printed only the left side. Now we'll work on the right side part, how to print the data for this part. So let's execute this and see what it is printing for now. Okay, and then we'll work on the actual output. So let me take one BBLN number, which is our sales billing document number. So we'll take one number, print it, and let's see how the template looks like, what it is going to print. So we have filled this much: customer ID, customer name, mobile number, city, but the data is not coming, right? The data is not coming. Now we'll have to select the data from the table and display over here. Okay, for that we were about to start, but we stopped there itself. So yesterday. So now let's see that how to do it. So if we are not using any report program or print program, we'll use that. And then, but for now, what we are doing is we are writing the code in our initialization tab. So if you want to write some code, change some values which is coming from the reports, okay, those all those things operation you can do in the initialization tab. Okay, so here we will fetch it. Okay, so I was writing this query yesterday, but we left in the middle, and then we'll start from here. Okay, so now I want the customer information. Okay, so let's just go to table first. Okay, so this is the BBLN entry I'm going to print, execute it. So let's see what is the customer maintained for this. Okay, this is a billing document. So what is the customer number for this billing document? So we'll have to move bit right. Okay, if the screen is not clear, guys, kindly change the resolution to 720 pixel, then it will be more clear. Okay, so where's the corner customer or anything should be there. Okay, we are not able to find it. What we'll do, double click on that and let's find it. Okay, so the field name should be some KUNN, something should be there. Okay, okay, BVRK we have to take actually. BVRK we maintain the customer thing. Double click on that, control F, find, and then KUN. Some field will be there, yeah. Kunrag, KUNRG, and they have maintained the number as R310. This can be some kind of customer they are maintaining. So let's use this field QNRG. Okay. So we will take this field and see. So I'm writing a query like select single star from KNA1 into JS KNA1. This is my global structure because we need only one information, right? We need only one customer data. So we are taking directly into the structure. We are not using the table where KUNRB is customer field equals to GS VBRK, and this is my condition. Okay. So that's fine. I think looks like. So let's check. Okay. So if says global definition field GSKNA1 is unknown. Okay. So why it says KNA1 is unknown is because we have not defined it in our global data. So we need to define it in our global data first, then only we can utilize it. Okay. Type KNA1. Okay. And let's go to the initialization tab again. Check again. Again, still it is saying this is unknown. So guys, you know that if you are going to use as an input or output any values, and then you have to define in these two sections. Either it can be input or it can be output. So what is our GSK-anyone? GSK-anyone, we are going to print, right? We are going to use it in our this text element which we are going to create. So this is working as output parameter for us. Okay, that you need to understand. Then we can mention it over here. Okay, GSK-anyone is my output. Now let's check again the syntax. See, the error has gone. Okay, I could have given already in the output, but I wanted to teach, so that's the reason I gave it here. And if you're getting such error, then you have to check these parameter along with global data. Okay, whether these things are maintained or not. So just save it. Okay, and activate it, and let's see whether some data is coming or not. So I'll put a breakpoint over here. So to just check if the data is flowing or not. Okay, let's we take some number. So this is the billing document number. Okay, just execute it simply, give this number and printer name LP01, execute it. See, it has come into the debug mode. So let's see if any value coming in the GSKNA1. Yes, so yeah, so some values are coming. This is customer number, this is country, this is name one, this is city. Okay, this is postal code. So we'll be using some 3 or 4 parameters for that customer, and let's see that. Okay, how to print it. So customer ID, name, mobile, and city. These 4 parameter we are going to use. So let's go. So yesterday we have created these 4 labels, which is being printed left side, right? Customer ID, customer name, customer mobile number. So now we'll use the values also. So let's create one text element again, create, and here we will print the customer value. Okay. So I will write customer underscore ID and then value. Okay. You can give any name which you want to give, but try to give some name so that it makes you easy to read it. See, guys, I told you once, right, that if you want to print only the labels, you can directly write anything here. Okay, like if I want to print customer IDs, I can directly write it. But if you want to print some value which is coming from DB or some variable, okay, you need to use this plus symbol to insert the field. Okay, so now let's go there and insert the field. So what is the field name for customer IDs? It's QNNR, right? So GS underscore KNA1 hyphen KUNNR corner. Okay, and if I just try to press OK, it will say field name is not allowed. Why? Because it has to be incorporated with ampersand sign. Okay, this is mandatory to use it, so we have to give as ampersand in the front and the last. Okay, so now it says it is a value, okay, which has to be printed for this text field. So this is coming like that. Now we'll create one more text element for the name. Okay, and we'll we can click on the plus symbol also, and then we can go to the text editor also. There we can all give the name and then change the editor from go to section. Click on the change editor option, and then here we can give the name at ampersand GSKNA1 hyphen. What's the name for? I forgot the field name. So let me check that. KNA1 and the name is name1. That's a field name we are going to use. Okay. And then ampersand. So two things we have printed for now. Then mobile number. Okay. So we'll create one value text for mobile number also. So mobile num value. Okay, we forgot to give the name for this. Okay, name value. Then here also we will add one more field, mobile number field. So the field name is GSKNA1. That is the structure we have to follow. And then what is the mobile number field over here, which is TLF1. Okay, this will be using, and then ampersand. Okay, this we have given wrong. So remove it. So GSKNA1 hyphen it should be underscore, then fine. So three things we are printing: GSK, anyone, telephone. Then last is address. So in address node we are going to print the city. Okay, only city we are going to use. You can use some other text also, so that's not a problem. So we can say address value. See why we are giving name, no? So when you go back again to this smart form and want to change something, that time it will be easy for you to see which node directly I have to go and change the field actually. Okay, and we can give one more field over here. So gs at the rate GSKNA1 hyphen. I think ORT1 should be, yeah, that is a city, ORT01 and Emerson. Okay. So now we have given the fields. Let's try to activate it. Okay. Any error? No error. Okay. So now it should print the values, right? We got the values. It should print the values in the system. Okay. Simply execute. We need to give some number. Okay. We have already had one number, so we'll take that number only. Execute. We'll go to debug mode. Let's see whether the data is there or not. Yes, data is there. Okay, simply execute. See, we are not able to see that it is coming into the same. It's coming into the same actually. See here, it's coming into the same field, right? Why it is coming to the same field? Can someone answer here? Whoever joined yesterday, what is the next setting we have to do to print it over here in these columns? Which setting we have to do to print it over here in this column? Guys, anyone from the whoever joined yesterday? Yes, that's the correct answer. A picture. We need to give the position for these fields to print. Okay. So yesterday we gave a position for labels. If you go to this customer ID, okay, this ID, if you go to the output option, okay, in the downside we see this is our output structure. Where are you going to print these values? Okay, so it is you have to print this in the line 1 and column 1. But for the value thing, we have not given anything. It is coming blank. You can see it is coming blank, right? So that is the reason it is coming in. So I have given you the example also where we have to print this value is. So let me go back to the PPT once more. Okay. So this is my R1 and C1 because I lost that PPT. Just give me a moment. It will not take much time. So we have to understand this actually. Otherwise, we will not be able to use it. Okay. So this is okay. Oh my God. So this is my column 1 and column 2, right, guys? So this is my column 1. This is my column 2. Okay, and that we denote with C1, C2, C3 likewise. Okay, C1 or C2, if I say, okay, C1, and these are my rows or lines we call it. Okay, so if I put over here the tables, and then we have 4 lines, right? So I'll put it here. So these are my lines actually, or rows we can call it. Okay, let's add some more. Okay, yeah, and some more. Yes. So this is my R1, right, guys? If I say this is my R1, okay, this is my R2, this is my R3, means row 3 or column 3 or line 4, right? We can say that. Now I want to print some value over here or over here. So what if I want to print some value, like I wanted to print only name over here? What I will give here is I'll give R2, so it will come this line. Okay, this line it will present, and if I say C1, so it will column this one. So if I want to print only name, I will give a value like R1 C2. Okay, I will give like that. If I want to use that, I will give R2 C1. Okay, and then that will be printed over here, R2 C1. If I want to print some value over here, okay, or let's suppose this column. So which column I will use? I will say R3 and C2, right, guys? R3, C2 I will use in my system actually, which will display me over here R3 and C2. Okay, let me use some more symbol over here so that it will be more clear. So if I want to print something over here, okay, in this column, so R3C2, yeah, here it will be printed this thing, and R2C1 will be printed where it will be printed. It will print here, here it will print. Okay, so now we want to print those values in our smart forms. Okay, let's see that. So I want to print my customer ID. Where the customer ID will come? It will come here, right, in this column. So what is this column name? R1 C2, or we can call it C2 R1, anything we can call it. Okay, so to me column 2 and line 1. Okay, so let's go over here, and then we have line 1 and then column 2. Okay, that's all you have to do once you are printing the values. Now we'll go with the name. So if we see the name over here, so it says if you want to print some name over here in this column, so what should be the column name or the field value name? It should be C2 and R2, right? Or R2 C2, you can call anything. Okay, then we can give row number 2 and column number 2. Okay, similar way if you want to print mobile number. Okay, where's the mobile number going to print? Over here. So this is my R3 or line 3 and column 2. Okay, so line 3 and column 2. Now we have the last one. I want to print address. Where the print address will be printed? Over here, right, guys? So it should be at line 4 and column 2. So it should be line 4 and column 2. Okay, now just save it, activate, and let's see whether it's gonna work or not. Beautiful. See guys, now it is printed properly. Customer ID is printed, customer name is printed, mobile number is printed, and city is printed. If you want to add some more fields like address, email address, and everything, that also, then again you need to design that. Okay, add one more column over there or row over there that you can do, and then we can print that information as well. Okay. Hope this is and we, if you want to take a printout, you can just go to the command center over here, command window, write PDF star. Okay, PDF and then exclamatory mark, and the new page will come. Okay, and then you can print, see it in your browser actually. So I don't have Adobe, so we'll take it in here. See here, that's how our page will be printed. When the customer asks us, we can remove this window if not required. Okay, we can enlarge this logo also, we can increase the length also. So if you want to increase, we can go and change the DPI. So let me do that now itself, so you can see. So where we have printed the logo, we printed over here, and in the graphic node we gave a DPI, like how much we have given. General attributes 200 DPI, so let's give 150. Okay, now let's try and check whether it has increased the size or not. So that's how, see, you can see there is a bit change. Okay. Okay, let's give some more actually. Do we have to give opposite or 100 dots per inch? Yeah, I think it should work. Execute, execute some values. LP01. Yeah, it is becoming bit large. You can see, right? So likewise, we can increase or decrease the size of logo in the smart form. Okay, you can also try that with your customer's logo, which you are printing in the smart forms. Okay. So this is all, guys. Now we have printed the constant values like as address. We printed the logos over here. We printed the data from the invoice number. We used the smart style also. Okay. After that, we have used the template also, like what's the template we are going to use. So this is fixed. Now we cannot print any other value than these. Okay. If you want to again print some value apart from these four fields, you need to add in your template and then you can use it in your smart form. Okay. Now let's go to the next concept. Okay. So what is the next concept is table. So in the last session also I explained you about the tables. Okay. So what are the difference in the table? So now we want to print the data, line item data we want to print. So line item data means like if I go to this ME23N, okay, what we have done till now is we printed we printed the vendor. Okay, let's suppose we printed the vendor. We printed the header also like sender PO number, or I'll copy one thing. Okay. Mm, Guys, can anyone write the T code to go to sales order to display the sales order in the screen? Okay, no problem. So we'll take a V03. Okay. Here we will use the value. Okay. No, that is not correct, I guess. S001. SO01. Okay. No, that is a box part. I think it should be BF03. Okay. This is our billing document actually. Okay. This is our SD module. Okay. We use BF03 to bill it, and then here we can see the billing document. Okay. And here we can see how many items are there in the billing. Okay. So this is the bill quantity usage, and then this is our net value. Okay. So we printed the same also, right? If I just execute. Okay. Let's execute this and see what we have printed in the smart forms. See, we printed invoice number. Okay, this is the invoice value 999.41. We can again see this over here 999.41, right? And then what we printed currency USD, somewhere it will be there, right? USD. This is my net value, and we have this tab over here. We can say payer also here. See, R310. So we have printed the three R310 also. So if there is a requirement comes that you need to print the billing document. Once the billing document is there, okay, and the user has to go in bill document, click on the issue output to. Once you do that, there's no output available right now for this, I think. And then from there they print the smart form or Adobe form. Anything they can print. Okay. High screen is biller for me. Kindly change the resolution to 720 pixel. It will be clear. Raji. Okay. So we have printed this much information. Now I want to print. Okay. Now I want to print. Okay. This has only one. Let me take some numbers. So which has more line items available. So I'll go to BBRP. We'll take if any line item has more than 20. Okay. So greater than 20 means 200. So execute if any field is available. Okay, we have some values with more than, okay, we'll take this one. Let's see. So we have lot of number available. So we can go in the T code. Okay. So BF03 if we went and click enter only. See, these many line items are available. Okay. The user says that, guys, can you see here? It's look like your DMart bill or Big Bazaar or any store kind of bill, that this is your invoice number. Okay, this is the total value, this is the currency, and this is your name. Sometimes your name does not come, you they ask for your mobile number, right? And some date it comes, and then the items which you have purchased from the store or you are sending it. So what you have to do is, now you have to print this information in this format only. Now he says, I want the item, what's the description, what's the build quantity. Okay, sometimes they say material number also I want to print. So let's print these information in our smart form, so that we can take a print or the user can give a print to the screen. Okay, so this we can do with the help of our table option available in the smart form. Guys, are we clear till here? Say clear at least in the chat box so that I'll get to know. Okay, Tariq said clear. Great. So now let's design that. Okay, so where do we design that actually? Okay, where do we design that thing? So in the starting we have seen we had one main window. Okay, if I click on the page, go to the form builder, we have not utilized this window actually for now. We have used the secondary windows for now to print everything. Now we need to use the main window to print those values. Okay, so that can be used with the help of main window. There only we print this. Okay, now main window purpose is that only to print the item level data. Okay, so it can be sales order data, it can be billing data, it can be purchase order data, it can be PR data, whatever. When we have number of lines, okay, that you want to print, that you can do with the help of this. Okay, main window we can use. Okay, we can have one or more window also. Like let's suppose we have two or three customers available, we want to print those information and then we want to print this main window, so that is also possible. But at least main one main window we create, but that is not also a case. Smart form can have uh, without main window also it can work. We can delete this main window if we don't want. Okay, we can delete it, that's not a problem. If you want to print some labels only or some entry or exit receipt, so that time main window is not required. Okay, so let's create a main window. So for that, what you have to do is click on this and then create table. So we have last time we have used a template part, right? Now we'll be using the table. See, okay. So once we clicked on the table, we got three option over here. One is header, one is main area, one is footer. So guys, I think you will be aware about what is the header means. One is the main area, one is the footer. Okay. But still, let me tell you what is all those concept. Okay. So I might need a printer actually. Let's go back to this screen. Okay. So if you go over here, insert and table. Okay. No, not here. I need a new page. So what to write where actually, that is the main thing. And then we'll understand that part also. Okay. So I'll use 5 fields over here. My God. So insert new slide. I do not want to have these things. Delete. Okay. Let's skip this. Okay, so guys, when you might have seen this thing kind of bill, any bill which you are getting from that, what this is material number. Okay, and then quantity, price, and then total price, right? So this we see, and then we say material, I'll say Maggie. Okay, this biscuits. or some XYZ item, I'll say. Okay. So we have bought three items. Okay. We have bought three items from the store. Okay. Okay. So we have bought three item like quantity is 2, price is 10, total will be 20, right? And then biscuit total 5 quantity, price is 50, and then total is 250. And then XYZ is, I'll say, some other item which is some one quantity but the price is 260 and the total will be 260, right guys? So we have done like this. Now at the last you want to know what is your total actually. Okay, what is your total? So net amount, if I say, then it will be this one, not this one, X over here. If I write, and then this is my 250 and 260 is almost 510 and 2530. Okay, so now my total is 530. So can you see over here? We have printed a bill like DMart or any store. Okay. Now where's the header, item, and table footer actually? Okay. So header means whatever you are going to print only once, and that is your heading actually. Okay. For heading for anything. So here, this is my first row which you are seeing over here. This is my heading. So that called header data. Okay. And whenever we are adding any item, we can add one more item over here, right guys? So if I just add one more entry over here, we can give the insert and then we can add one more row, right? We can add one more row and then we can add one more item, and accordingly the amount will change. So these all are my items actually. Okay. So let me denote it over here with this help of this. So this is my header. Okay. So this is my header. Just give me a moment. Let me make it clearly. So this part is my header. Okay. Now this part is my item where we are going to put, use the item things. Okay. So these are called my items actually. So I might have to use copy paste. So if I say these are my items actually, 1, 2, and 3. These are my item data. Okay. Now at the last, when we print the total value of this, so that we can do on the footer part. Okay. So footer means at the last of your document. Okay. You can say like that. It's the last of your document. You can paste this as a footer. Okay. So similar way we will do also in our smart form. So this is my header data which we are printing only once, and it can be our headings, all the names. Okay. The items mean we can have multiple items available there. All those sections come in the data part which you can remove or add. Okay. And the footer at the last, if you want to print something that do your signature. Okay. Or they put some seal over there, so those kind of thing we can do on the footer level. Okay. So accordingly we will also design our smart form over here. So in header we can print our headings, in main area we can print our data, in the footer we can print our footer area. Okay. So first we'll have to design this table type actually. Okay. We'll have to design this as a table type. So if I go to main thing, okay, you have to first design, like we design this customer window based on the templates, right? Like we give total number of rows and then columns, like divided in two parts. Similar way we'll have to do for table also. So how to do that, guys? You might be knowing from the yesterday. If you want to divide in the column, then we have to select one column over here and see here. Now one line came, and then second line to means total three column we can print. Okay. Now total 4 column we can print, total 5 column we can print, total 6 column we can print. Okay, let's print only total 6 columns. Okay, and see this, currently this pencil is coming, just remove this pencil. Okay, now this pencil will be removed. If we click on this pencil button, if I click again, that pencil will come, and again I can add one more field over here. See, we can do that part also. So now total how many fields we can see over here? How many boxes we can see here? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So total seven fields we can see. See in the template also how many we had sections? One and two. So only two sections we could have used, right? Likewise in the tables, now we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So total seven sections we have created, or seven blocks and seven things we can print. Okay. Now here we can see something is available called line type. What is line type actually? So I'll just, we give the name, right? So let's give the line type first, main line type. We'll give one name actually. Now go back. Okay, this is my line type. Now the whole window which we have created, main window, right? This is our main window. This is my main window. In this main window, totally seven partition will be created automatically. Currently, we are not able to see it, but if we are going to run it, we can see total seven partition will be created with these many blocks. This much space we can use in this part in the main block. So we have to utilize that. Okay. So how to utilize that in our system now? So we can see reduce the size like that. Okay, we can expand, or we can give the specific number of units. Okay, go to the detail section. Here we can give how much you want first, how much you want first. Yeah, if I want to use only two, so let's see the size first. See, if you see here, the size is this much. It is coming till below this question mark, right? If I go to detail section and if I give only two, okay, I want only two value. Enter. Now, if you go to table printer back, see earlier it was coming below the question mark. Now it has moved. So accordingly, we can adjust the size based on our field length actually. Okay. Sometimes we have description is very big, then that time we have to adjust it. So we'll see that part also. Now let's try to give the header over here. We have to give the header, right? So just right click on that header. Okay. Create, and then we have to use a table line over here. So we have created one table type, right? Main line type. So if you give the table line, we tell the header that which kind of design you have to use. We can have one more design over here, okay, and then we can utilize for some more thing actually. So we can see that is a more advanced topic actually. If you want to print multiple headers, that is also possible, okay, but for now we'll use only one header. So just right click on that, create, and then table line. If we create a table line, it will ask which table line or which design or which format you are going to use. So if I just click on this button, we created only one, right? Till now. So main line item, it will be created. So as soon as we select this, how many columns guys we had created? Total seven, right? So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven was created automatically. That is a view too actually. We don't have to create column one by one. We just designed it here in the header, right? We just designed it and then it has automatically taken care by our table line. So we created one, two, three, four, five, six, and let me seven. And then seven was automatically created. This is was our line type actually. Okay. If I want to print again these kind of seven columns, we can give the main area also. Okay. So if I want to use create a main area means we are going to print the data inside that. Then we have to again use the table line and give the main line type. So here also 7 will be created automatically. This is required to print the data, header, and main area. Footer we'll leave for now. Okay, we'll work on the header part and main area part. So let's go in. Okay. So now this is our main window. Okay. In the main window, what do we have? We can give some condition that only it should print. The first is that we'll see one by one, and then output option, what is the left margin, right margin means from where it is going to start. See here, if I just move it little bit, this left margin will be changed. See, it has changed to 1.110. If I move to left side again, the main area left margin will be changed to 0.64. So if you want to give position this part, that we can do with the help of this. So if I was increase the height over here, so the height is currently 12.6. If I just remove, it will be 16.24. So we can adjust the main window thing also. Okay. And then if you want to give border, so that also possible. We can just select it and give a click on this button, and the border will be coming automatically from the left to right and up and down. Okay. But in the center, if you want to give, you have to give in the table level section. Okay. Now here it says we have this table and where's the data actually. Okay. We have not used any data for now. We have not extracted data for this yet, right? So we'll have to give some data also, that we'll do. Okay. So first let's extract the data for this so that we can pass the table data in this table. We need to first have some data, right? So where do we get the data? We need to go global definition, okay? Go to initialization tab, and then here we will be extracting the data, okay? So select again star from VVRP into, now we'll be using the table, right guys? We'll be using the table because we'll have multiple line items. Earlier we had only one row we are getting, and here also only one row was getting. So we are using a single star. Now we want in the table format. We can have 20 items, we can have 30 items, we can have 50 item, or 100 also possible. Okay. So we will use the table field. Okay. Select star from VVRP into table. What's the table? Will give name as LT underscore VVRP. Okay. And what we can give, where VBLN number equals to, we can give this number GSVBRK VBLN. So this is my header table and this is my VBRP's item table. Okay. And then VBLN. Okay. Now just check the syntax again. I see I can give, but check the syntax so that you will be knowing that what's the error actually. It says LT VBRP is unknown. Okay. So if it is unknown, then we have to declare in the global type. Okay. So LT VBRP. Now guys, here there's one concept actually comes in the smart form. So if you want to declare some local table in your report programs, in your function module, in your enhancement or anywhere, how do we declare the table? Can someone write in the comment section how we declare the table with the help of data keyword, right? So how can can someone write the syntax please if you want to declare the local table? I'm waiting guys, okay? Make it fast guys. So here one concept comes that I want to make you understand. After that, we learn about ISO 10 text also. We'll learn how to print the QR code, how to print the barcode. Those are also very important concept of smart forms. Okay. So let's make it fast, guys. Can someone write the syntax for declaring the local table, please? Local internal table, guys. Okay, let me do that. So we declare with the data keyword, right, guys? Data LT type table of VBRP, right? And then we declare one work area also, like global structure or work LS or WS, right? Work structure or LW local work area, VBRP, right? And then we give type and VBRP. Correct, guys? That's how we declare it. So we have to use the type table of so that we can give the type table actually, okay, not the work area. But here in the smart form, it does not accept, it does not have keyword actually. If I'll go to global data, if I want to give type table of, okay, and then VBRP, it will not allow me actually. If I just check the syntax, it will give wrong error. See here, if I press F4 over here, which all options are available? So we will have two options. One is type reference to, which is for oops abap. Okay, if you want to create some object, that time we can use type reference to, and then type. We don't have something called type table of, and then we will not be able to use it actually. Okay, see here, if I just go here, okay, so it is taking that only for now. Let me comment that code for now so that it will direct here. See here, name of the internal table must be specified. If you see here, it says internal table has to be given. So that will give, that's not a problem. But we don't have concept called type table. So in that case, what we have to use is we will have to use the table type. So guys, you will be knowing we have one feature over here in the SC11 data dictionary, data type, and then ZTT if I select F4. There might be some people see here, we can see search for table type. So table type is nothing but we are already giving a table type thing, right? And then inside that we give one structure, and directly we are getting the table type, means no need to use that. So here it will be useful, we can directly use the JTB. So if you are going to access VVRP, not all the fields which you are going to use, but only some fields. For that, you can create first one structure. Okay, you can create some structure and then you can create one table type for that, and then you can use that table type in your system smartphone. So there will be some table type, I guess, will be available. Let's see, J star VVRP. Someone might have created in the past. Okay, so F4 again, search for table type. Yeah, someone has created one table type called ZTT VVRP. Okay. Inside that, what they might have done is, see, they have called PVRP itself as a line type. So double click on this and we can access all those. So that is also possible. If you want to access all the fields, that is also possible. You can do this. Okay. But if you want selected fields, then you can create one custom structure that you can call in the line type. Hope it's clear, guys. Okay. So we'll be using this table type in the system now. Okay. So let's go to Smartform again. Change, and then go to global definition, and then we'll give type only, and then this is my table type. Okay, now it should work. Actually, if I just go here, it will be directing to PVRP only, and then we'll create one local work area. So I'll just give GS global structure VVRP type. This we can use anything directly. VVRP also we can use, but we cannot use type ZTT, otherwise it will also behave like a table only. But we want only the work area, then it should go with type and then table. Okay, hope it's clear, guys. Okay, now we have to fetch data in this table. How we will fetch the data in this table? With this query. Okay, and then what we can do is we can give in the page section main table. Inside that we have table. So this is my table. If I go to data section, we have to maintain this is my table, and this is my work area PVRP. Okay, here you can give some condition also. Only some 10 rows you want to print, then you can give some condition over here. Field name should be this only, and then only it will print. Or you want to print only 5 rows, so you can write 1 to 5 only. So that condition you can give over here. So that is more of R&D things you can do in your smartphones. Now it says LTVVRP is unknown in the global definition. If let's go to global definition, LTVRP we have given here. Okay, but we have not given in the output section. This is our output, right? LTVRP we are getting and using in output. So we have to declare it over here, LTVRP. Okay, I did something wrong. Let's go click here. Okay, now let's check the syntax. Perfect. Okay, this check got executed successfully. Now we might have data also. So let's put a breakpoint here and let's see whether the data is being extracted or not. Okay, so that we can move for the next step to print this data. So let's take that number first. Okay, from BBR key, and the item should be greater than, which we gave a condition 200. Execute, and we took some number from here. This number, I guess. Yeah. So how many line items are there here? So total we have 34 line items. So let's see the same is being printed over there or not. Okay. So give this number as a BBLN LP01. Let's click on this LTBBRP, and we can see total number of line is available here 34, right, guys? So let's see the data. All the data is coming over here. So we can utilize this data in our table. Okay. This we have done just to verify, but if you print, nothing will be printed because we have not given anything. Okay, now let's work on the printing part. So how we'll print it? So guys, I have told you, if you want to print something, okay, if you want to print something in your smart form, you need most of the times text element, right? So here if I click this button, nothing is there, right, to print. So first we need the text element. So right click on this, create, and then text element. Okay, you can give the name also here, like what column you are going to use. So I'll say use as item number. Okay, you can give anything, any name is fine. Okay, and then let's click here item number. Okay, inside that option we will give the one value. Okay, so we can print the labels directly from here. Okay, no, because now we are not going to plus and then use that. We'll use directly from here item number. Okay, one column we have used. Now let's create one more text element. Guys, smart form is bit lengthy thing, but once you create it and use it, it works for years actually. Okay, and then second we will print the material what is the material? Okay, and we'll give the material. Then third one we will print the quantity. Okay, so qty will take quantity over here. Okay, then we'll go for the fourth one. We'll take the price. Okay, we'll print the unit price over here. Okay, and then next can be uh price. After that we can say total price. Okay, right click on that, create, and click on price, and then total price. So we'll print total price over here, and we'll not use the next two segment for now. We'll use it later. Okay, so we can use some for that other field also. So let's see how it's gonna look like when you are going to activate it. Okay, let's see how it's gonna look like. Activate it, execute, execute, give the value LP01 and execute. See here, it is coming in this way. It is not coming in the box kind of thing, right? It is not coming in the box which we have given. So how to do this? Go back again, click on the main menu window, go to the output options. Okay, and then here we have to give us some bits over here, like 1 point if you want to give. So first work is done. Let's see. So we have given the outer windows with that. See, total outer window is coming now, left, right. Now we have to give this window. So in the template we have designed, right? We have used the left, right, and all those things. Here also in the table, if you go to table, here we'll have to utilize here. See, here's the right window we have to print, right? So we can give this right frame. Okay. Here also we can print the right frame with this button, and likewise we will do for all the fields. Okay. So with this help, we can print the right side of corner, and here it is already coming, so no need to do that. So let's save it and activate it. So it's activated. Let's see that LP01 execute. Can you see that, guys? Now the right side window is coming, but the below window is not coming. Okay, below this box is not coming. So that also we'll have to design one more time. Let's go here. See here. Now click on this box, and then we'll have this one lower frame. Click on that. Then we can give the lower frame also like that. So based on your requirement, you can design the window. Okay. So for now, we are using the window like that only. Now let's see what it prints. Activate it, execute it. Beautiful. So now if you can see here, it is going to print like that. So item number, material, quantity, unit price, total price, all are being printed over here. Okay, we have not used these two fields for now. We will use it later if required. Okay, so material description also we can print over here. Okay, what's the material description? and we can print some currency also over here. So okay, let's use that field also. Okay, so we have not used these two that we can use. Create text. We'll use this one for currency. Okay, then we'll use this for material description. Save it and activate it. So guys, I'm not giving the name now, but you should give it. That is the best practice we follow. Okay. Otherwise, the one who is going to review your code, they might ask you to do it. So here you can see now it is coming in this proper format, right, guys? It might be looking a bit familiar to you guys when you are designing this. You might have seen in your companies or in your trainings, right? Now we have to print the data. Okay, we already have selected the data, right? We have already selected the data in the global definition in the initialization. Okay, we have data in the LTBBRP. Now we have to print it. So where are we going to print the data? See, header, we have put the headings. Okay, we have defined the headings. Now we need to print the data. So in the main area, we need to print the data. Okay, so which all fields we are going to use? So we have to again create the text element over here one by one. Everywhere we have to create text element. So I'm writing it directly. Okay. So based on the criticality of getting the logic done and how long this form is, accordingly, sometimes the functional or the business ask your users actually how much time you are going to use and how much time you are going to bill. Okay, so you do a thorough analysis. Okay, you have to give according to time. So here we are going to use the main area. Okay, in this table data we have used GSVBRP, right? GSVBRP will hold the data. So we will use this data now. Okay, we will use this work area to print it. So what is my first column, which is go to the print level. I'm going to print my ID, right? So ampersand this thing and then hyphen. Okay, where it is? Yeah, then hyphen. I think POSNR is a field name for line item. Let me cross verify from the table. Yeah, POSNR is a field for item number. Okay, so we are going to give this and press enter. Now, second thing what we are going to print here is, let's check in the header. We are going to print the material number. Okay, so material number should be Meitner over here. Mm, let's check which field they are using over here. So net weight, item, quantity, that's fine. Print, reference, material. Yeah. So this is a field they are going to use. So I think it should be Meitner only. Yeah, Meitner. We are going to use the Meitner now here. So we can give the plus symbol over here, give the field name, Meitner. Okay, enter. Two fields we have printed. Now the quantity. Okay, so quantity if I'll check. So this is my label. We have to print the quantity over here. Okay, method. So we can go to text editor also. So these are two ways. We can either give the plus symbol or go to the editor and change editor. And we can give here also. So quantity, I think it will be FKIMG. This is the field for build quantity. Okay. And next is our net price. See guys, here I'm not given the name and that is why it's creating the confusion which field it is. So that's why I have opened this top and that's the reason I'm asking you to give the name when you are printing it so that when you are giving the name, you will not forget which fields I'm going to access now. So my next field I think should be uh, build quantity. Then we have price, right? Unit price. So for unit price, I think we should have field called any TGW. No. So this is for weight. NETWR should be the net value actually. Okay, let's take this only for now. NTWR. Yes, VBRP hyphen NETWR Emerson. Okay. Guys, if you want to do some calculation also for that, you can just right click, put and flow logic also you can do and write some logic over here to multiply unit price, multiply by quantity. That also possible. We'll see that in upcoming session how to do it. Now next section is okay, price is fine, total price. Okay, so we'll use that same field again here also. Okay, net price is already there. Hmm, yeah, this one. Percent GS VBRP hyphen NETWR. Okay, we'll close soon, guys. We are about to end actually now. We'll give here what we have currency, right? So currency field, I think let's take it from here. Okay, currency is not available. No problem. We'll take it later. Okay, we'll leave this field for blank now. We are not going to assign some value. Then we have description. Okay, so for description, I think MATKL should be there. Yeah, so that's how we'll print the description also. And let's activate and run the code. Okay, so ampersand GSVBRP hyphen MATKL, and then at the last we have to give ampersand. Okay, just check it if any error. Okay, there is no error, only some warning are there. We can ignore those. Just activate and execute. Okay, give the number over here. So what was the number? Billing document number was 652 ending with. Okay, how many rows we had? 34, right, guys? So let's see how much it's going to print, or we have done some mistake. Okay, it says some NTWR is unknown in the form. Okay, GB, BBRP, NETWR. Okay, why it says like that? NETWR we had here. Okay, I think guys, this is just because I know one the reason. I'll tell you. Let's remove this for now. So which field we have used NETWR? Yeah. So guys, you might be knowing the currency and weight, right? These two things, quantity and currency, we have to give the conversion, right? We need to give the unit thing, right? So for that reason, it is giving the error. I will do it tomorrow. That's not a big deal. For now, let's activate and run it. Okay. I just want to print some table data. That's the reason I'm not going to change it. We'll do that part as well. Okay. LP01 and execute. Okay. See here, guys. We can see the data is printed. Okay. And how many pages data is there? 0 of 3 means total 3 pages were generated. Based on the data, number of pages will be generated. I think this looks good code actually. See, material description, what we can do is we can reduce the size for this total price and the unit price, and we can make it more big so that all data should come in one line. Okay, and if you go the next, okay, next page we can go with these buttons. See, then there also it is printing. Okay, then go to the next page. It is printing here also. Okay, so this is how we print the table data, guys. We have to fetch the data, we have to design it, and accordingly we can assign the values. Now we can see some like this description is not coming in one line. This quantity is coming over here. That down it is coming. It should come on the up. Okay, and these windows are being printed in all the form. It should not be like this. Only one time it should print. Okay, and the other time the data should start from here. Okay, from the top only it should start in the next page so that we can save some pages. There is no use of printing it the logo and those all the pages. Only one first page is it is okay. Okay, so we'll see that tomorrow how to achieve it, and then we'll work on this indentation part also. We'll give this in the bold. Okay, and what we'll do more is we'll give try to achieve some more concepts. Okay, so let's meet tomorrow, guys. We'll close the session here only. If you have any doubt, you can ping me or you can message me, then I'll help you to understand that concept. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Let's meet tomorrow. Good night. Bye.